Hello guys, Mr. Thor here. I wanted to bring up a topic that I haven't seen many talk about in Path of Exile 2, and that is weapon set skill points. So I wanted to go through a couple of questions to explain weapon set skill points. So I'm gonna go through what they are, how they work, why use them, how to use them effectively, why you shouldn't waste them on attributes, and then I'm gonna give an example on how I would use them. So let's get right into it. So what are weapon set skill points? Well, they're just like regular skill points, except for every single skill point you can use it twice for weapon set 1 and weapon set 2. Like I've done right here, I have used weapon set 1 skill points to increase my damage with 200 weapons, and then I use the same points but for weapon set 2. So if I have 5 skill points, then I can use those 5 for both weapon set 1 and weapon set 2, right? So how does it work exactly? I'm gonna show you how it works. So as you can see this brighter line here coming through, brighter colors. That means that I am using weapon set 1 right now. But if I swap weapons, you saw that? So it kind of changed branches, right? So now I'm using skill points for weapon set 2 to increase my block chance, damage while holding a shield, etc. Something that I don't need when holding a crossbow, but I need it when I'm holding a shield. And I do it again. And there we go. Now, why would you use them? Well, you would use them if you're using multiple weapons, right? And I would also use them if I'm using spirits in multiple ways. For an example, if in weapon set 1 you're using Herald of Ash, and in weapon set 2 you're using Skeletal Warrior minions for some reason, then of course you would like to opt into Skeletal Warrior minions for weapon set 2, but not for weapon set 1. It would be a waste to use regular skill points to opt for Skeletal Warrior minions, because when you're using a crossbow, weapon set 1, the Skeletal Warrior minions are not going to be on the battlefield. You're not going to get anything out of opting into it with regular skill points. So how do you effectively use these skill points? It kind of goes with the question why you shouldn't waste them on attributes. So for an example, right here, I did not use a weapon set 1 or 2 skill point to branch out to the skills that I actually want for a specific weapon set. The reason why I don't do that is because attributes are abundant, especially when you go really late game. You're going to get attributes from rings, from amulets, from all the items, even from weapons, right? So I don't think you're gonna have a problem with that later. So I do not recommend wasting your weapon set skill points in attributes. And another reason for that is also that, well, depending on the build, of course, weapon set skill points are limited. They are limited. You're going to have about, 24 weapon set skill points, which seems like a lot, but if you're really going hard into both weapon sets, I wouldn't say it's that much. However, if you are only using them for a couple of things, or if you need to branch out far to get to like one thing for one weapon set, then of course you probably want to use the weapon set skill points to get there. Otherwise, I don't recommend it. Now I'm gonna give an example how I use them, or how I would use them. So we'll check my equipped items here. So I'm using a crossbow, and then I'm using a mace and a shield. So the crossbow is physical damage, shield has a lot of armor. Skills, shield charge. So I get added physical damage per 15 armor on shield, which is why I have so much armor on my shield. And then for weapon set 1, I have Herald of Ash and Ghost Dance equipped. And on weapon set 2, I have Skeletal Warrior minions equipped. Okay, just an example, right? How would I effectively use weapon set skill points to make this into a semi-viable build? Well, like I said, I've already done so here for the shield and for the crossbow, but for the minions, for example, the minions are in weapon set 2, and then I would just branch out somewhere, like here, and here's minion damage and some health. Alright, cool. So I would actually pick weapon set 2, like so, and then I would apply. Like this. Right? So now, when I swap to shield, look at that. It's activated. So now my minions deal 10% increased damage. But yeah, if you have any questions, then please comment them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.